Work out the value of 25 minus square root of 43.87 over 6 plus 2.1 square. Okay, write down the figure on your calculator. So the steps would be, first put a bracket 25 minus, then square root sign 43.87, and then divide, okay, or division button, or the two signs, the division sign, and then divide by open bracket 6 plus 2.1 square close bracket, and the answer is 1.76527923. Okay, work out the reciprocal of 0.625. First change 0.625 to fraction, which is 5 over 8, and the reciprocal of 5 over 8 is 8 over 5. Okay, 8 over 5, and since this is decimal, I'll change this to decimal. Okay, or okay, I'll change it to decimal as well. It's 1.6. Okay, that's for question 1. Okay, question 2. Write 60 as a product of prime factors. That's an easy question. Prime factors. So divide it first with the first prime number 2, and that should give you 30, and then divide it by 2, that's 15, and then 15 I can divide it by 3 and gives you 5. Okay, so therefore the product of prime factors for 60 is 2 times by 2 times by 3 times by 5, or we can also write it as 2 square times by 3 times by 5. Question 3. There are 48 counters in a bag. There are only red counters and blue counters in the bag. Number of red counters to number of blue counters is 1 to 2. Helen has to work out how many red counters are in the bag. She says there are 24 red counters in the bag because 1 is half of 2 and 24 is half of 48. Is Ellen correct? It's only 1 mark question, so your reason must be apt or mathematically correct, so that you get that 1 mark. Okay, so first of all, this is a ratio. Okay, that's a ratio. So ratio of red to blue is 1 to 3. So to do this, okay, what Ellen did was wrong. Okay, let's start off with that. No, Helen is incorrect because there are 3 parts in total that represent 48 counters. Therefore, 1 part is 48 divided by 3, which is 16. So 16 red counters and 32 blue counters. Okay, and it is not 24 as what Helen claims. Okay, anything along this line with some mathematical logic, you should get that 1 mark. Okay. For question 4, minus 2 less than equals to n minus 5. N is an integer. Write down the greatest possible value. Okay, greatest possible value would be, okay, so now negative 2. Let's list down all those values. You start off with negative 2. You start off with negative 2, and then negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The largest value or the greatest value of all is n equals to 4. Next question, part B. On the number line below, show that negative 4 less than equal to m and less than 4. So negative 4, it's a dark circle. It's start off with a dark circle, draw a straight line all the way to 1, and at 1 make sure it's a non-dark circle or just a circle. Okay, next question C, solve 2/5 g minus 4 less than 6. So 2/5 g less than 6 plus 4. So 2/5 g is less than 10. G is less than 10 times 5 divided by 2. Okay, so from here g is less than, that's 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So g is less than 25. That's the answer. Okay, question 5. Okay, question 5 is a crossover question. Okay, also students who did foundation paper, they had this question towards the last few questions. Okay, so it looks like it's a crossover question, grade 5. Okay, here is a triangle and rectangle. All measurements are in cm. The area of the triangle is 10 square cm greater than the area of rectangle. Okay, so the triangle area of triangle is 10 square cm greater than the area of rectangle. So imagine that you have triangle, the area of triangle as 24. Just randomly pick a number 24. Then the area of rectangle would be x plus 10. Okay, I don't know what is x. Okay, so x is the area of this, x here is, I don't know what is it, but x is actually the area of the rectangle. Okay, area of rectangle. So x is area of rectangle. Okay, because why? Because the area of triangle is 10 cm greater. So if the area of triangle is 24, then you add 10 to the area of rectangle. That would give you the area for triangle. Okay, it's not the other way around. Okay, so you got to be very careful with this. Okay, now so that's just a just for your understanding. Now let me erase this. Okay, we may need some space. Okay, now let's go to the question. Okay, so the area of triangle, 6x times by 8 divided by 2. Area of rectangle, 4x minus 5, 4x minus 1 times it by 5. So this is equal to 5 4x minus 1, and if we cancel this, that is 3x times 8, 24x, equal to 20x minus 5. Okay, 20x minus 5, this is where we add another 10. Okay, so when you do that, you get 24x equals to 20x plus 5. So bring this 20 over, 24x minus 20x equals to 5. 4x equals to 5. Therefore, x equals to 5 over 4. Okay, question 6. Last year, a family recycled 800 kg of household waste. 57% of this waste was paper and glass. Weight of the paper recycled to weight of the glass recycled is 12 to 7. Calculate the weight of the glass the family recycled. So to do this, first of all, let's find out what is 57% of 800. So 57 over 100 times by 800. Cancel those two. So 57 times 8, and the answer is 456. Okay, papers and glass. Okay, that's the amount, 456 kg. Now you have 9 parts here, so let's find out what's for one part. So for one part, it is 456 divided by 9, and the answer is 24. So one part is 24 kg. If one part is 24 kg, 12 parts, okay, paper, so 12 parts represents papers. Okay, paper recycled. Okay, paper recycled. So 12 times by 24 is let's do this. 12 times by 24, and then for glass is 7 times by 24. Glass recycle. Okay, and the question asks for glass. Let's do this. That's equals to 288 kg papers, and for glass it is 168 kg, and since they just one glass, so the answer is 168. Okay, question 7. The number D is rounded to 1 decimal place. Okay, 12.7. That's an easy question. 12.7. So all you have to do, just take 1 dp, which is 0.1, divide that by 2, it gives you 0.05. so 12.7, you plus minus 0.05, and you have 12.65 less than equal to 12.75. That's for question 7. In question 8, okay, thus Thompson buys a house with a value of 150,000. The value of Thompson's house increased by 4% each year. Rachel buys a house with a value of 160,000. The value of Rachel's house increased by 1.5% each year. At the end of 2 years, whose house has the greatest value? Okay, whose house has the greatest value? You must show how you get your answer. Okay, so consecutive 2 years. Okay, 1 year after the other, 4%. So 1 plus 4 over 100 to the power of 2, or 1 plus 4 over 100 is 1.04. 1.04 times by the second year is also 1.04 times by the principal value, or the initial value, is 150,000, and the answer is 162,240. Okay, that's the price of the house at the end of 2 years, or the second year. And this is for Thompson. And for Rachel it is 1.5%. Okay, so 1 plus 1.5 over 100 to the power of 2 or 1.015 times 1.015 times by the initial value, which is 160,000. Okay, 160,000. So by end of second year, the value of the house was 164,836. Okay, now from here we've shown the working. So Rachel's house has the greater value. Okay. Okay, question 9. The cumulative frequency table gives information about the ages of 80 people working for a company. Okay, the age between 20 to 30, there are 20 of them. Between 20 to 40, this is cumulative frequency, so it gets added every time. So 20 to 40 is 48, 20 to 50 is 64, 20 to 60 is 75, 20 to 70 is 80. On the opposite grid, draw cumulative frequency graph for this information. Okay, let's do that. So the first one, 20 to 30. So at 30, let's draw at 30. So that's your first point. Okay, the cumulative is 20. At 40, it's 48. At 40, it's 48. So that's 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, next. At 50, it's 64. At 50, age is 64. 64, so that's 64. Okay, next. At 60 it's 75. 60 it's 75. And at 70 it's 80. At 70 it's 80. Okay. Yeah, at 70 it's 80. Okay, we got all of them. Okay, now join the points and you get a graph. Okay, now what do they want? The next question is on the opposite. Okay, we have drawn. Now use your graph to estimate for the median age. Okay, median age. So let's find out what is the median age. Okay, you have cumulative frequency, we have 80, so median should be at 40. So median age, so draw a dotted line all the way, and then this point we have to find out what is the age here. Oops. And that's 35, 36, 37. Okay, so the median age here is 37 years. Okay, 37 years. Oops. Yep. Okay, question 10. A buyer's dice is thrown 60 times and the table shows the frequency for each individual number on the dice. So Geethan throws the dice twice. Work out the estimate for the probability that the dice will land on 6 both times. Okay, first of all, let's find out what is the probability of landing on 6. To land on 6 15 times out of 60. So this is 15 over 60, which is a quarter. So 25% chance to land on 6. So if the first time it lands at 6, second time also it's going to land at 6 with the same probability. Okay, there's no change in that. So if it's quarter, then second time will be a quarter as well. Okay, first throw and second throw. Okay, so using this, so the answer is 1 over 16. Sally is going to throw the same dice n times and record the number it lands on each time. She will use a result to work out a more reliable estimate for a probability in part A. What can you say about the value of n? What can you say about the value of n? Okay, to get a more reliable estimate, one has to throw more than what's given here. Okay, so to get a reliable estimate, Sally has to throw the dice more than 60 times. Okay, more than 60 times. So what can you say about the value of n? N must be more than 60. Okay, so every time when we get a probability or an estimate, the more throws you have, the accurate it gets. Okay, if you we can do this in real life 10 times, you won't get the same answer, but the more you do 100 times, 200 times, you'll see that it gets closer and closer to the actual probability. Okay, question 11. Use the algebra to solve the Samtals equation. Okay, 2x plus 6y equals to 5, 3x minus 4y equals to negative 12. So first, I want to eliminate the y, so times here by 2, times here by 3. So your new equation is 4x plus 12y equals to 10, and 9x minus 12y equals to negative 36. Okay, now let's add them. Okay, different signs, so add 13x equals to negative 26. X equals to negative 26 divided by 13, which is negative 2. Now take this and sub into the first equation. Sub x equals to negative 2 into equation 1. Equation 1, which is 2x plus 6y equals to 5. So 2 times by negative 2 plus 6y equals to 5. Negative 4 plus 6y equals to 5. 6y equals to 5 plus 4, which is 9. Therefore y equals to 9 over 6, which is 3 over 2. So y is 3 over 2 and x is negative 2. Okay, question 12. The point ABCD lie on a circle center O. ABCD is a rectangle. AB is 8 cm, BC is 10. Work out the circumference of the circle. Give your answer to 3SF. Okay, we can see that this angle here is a right angle. Okay, this is a right angle. Oops, let me delete this first. Okay, this is right angle over here. So let's draw. And this is right angle. So why am I saying right angle? Because it's a rectangle and opposite angles adds up to 180. That's one of the theorem, cyclic quadrilateral. So if it adds up to 180, then this has to be a diagonal that touching or goes through and touches the midpoint or the center of the circle. It has to. Okay, it has to. So this is how. So if that's 8, that's 10. We can find what is AC. So to find AC, we take square root of 10 square plus 8 square. So square root of 164, and which will give us 2 cert 41. Okay, so the distance here is 2 cert 41. Circumference of a circle is C equals to 2 pi r or pi d. And if I want to find the radius, okay, I take 2 cert 1 divided by 2, which is cert 41. Okay, now times this with 2 times pi times by cert 41, and the answer is 2 cert 41. Okay, 2 cert 41. So 2 cert 41 is equals to C equals to 40.232, and since the question asks us to write it in 3SF, the answer is 40.2 to 3SF. Okay, question 13. ABC is a triangle. Calculate the size of the angle BAC. BAC. So this is the angle that they want, BAC. So before we find BAC, if I want to use sine rule, sine BAC over BC, but there's no length of BC. So what I can do first, find the angle of BCA. Let's find the angle of BCA. So sine BCA over 15 is equal to sine 70 over 18. Sine BCA equals to sine 70 times 15 divided by 18. So sine BCA from here, use calculator. BCA equals to shift -1 sine 70 times 15 divided by 18, and the answer is 51.54318937 is what I got. But that's not the angle that they want. Okay, BCA is not what they want. So in order for us to find, so we take the angle for BAC, and we take 180 minus 51.54318937, and then minus 70, and the answer is 58.45681. And since the question asks us to find 1 dp, so angle BAC equals to 58.5 degrees to 1 dp. Question 14. Show that x squared minus x minus 6 over 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 can be written in form of ax plus b over cx plus d, where a, b, c and d are integers. Okay, let's do this. Okay, that can be written as x plus 2 and x minus 3. Okay, x plus 2, x minus 3. And 2x squared can be written as 2x plus 1, x minus 3. Okay, those two gets cancelled, and the answer is x plus 2 over 2x plus 1. That's the answer. Okay, here are the first 4 terms of a quadratic sequence: 3, 9, 17, 27. Find an expression in terms of n for the nth term of this sequence. Nth term of this sequence. Okay, first, that's quadratic sequence. Okay, quadratic sequence, a plus b plus c. That's the first one. Then second one, you will have 3a plus b, and the third number at the bottom. Okay, the first sequence and then the first difference of the first number 3a plus b, and then the last difference, the second level, which is 2a. Okay, so this is how it is always. So always use this. If you want to use other methods, it's up to you, but just have a look. A plus b plus c, so 3, then followed by the difference here is 6, and the difference here is 8, difference here is 10. The second level is 2 and 2. So compare this with 2a equals to 2, therefore a equals to 1. Next, first level difference, 3a plus b. 3a plus b equals to 6, and a is 1, so 3 plus b equals to 6, b equals to 6 minus 3, which is 3. Next, the first number, which is 3, a plus b plus c equals to 3, a is 1, b is 3, plus c equals to 3, so 4 plus c equals to 3, therefore c equals to negative 1. Okay, negative 1. Okay, now that I have, so Tn equals to an square plus bn plus c, so Tn equals to n square, and b is positive 3n, and c is negative 1. So this is the nth term. Now let's check, okay, if this is correct. So I'm going to take the third term, n equals to 3, n equals to 3, so T3 equals to 17, so we should work. So 3 square plus 3 times 3 minus 1, that's 9. 9 plus 6 minus 1, and the answer is 9 plus 9, it's not 6, 9 plus 9, 18. 18 minus 1, 18 minus 1 is 17. Okay, so therefore this is the nth term that needed. Okay, question 16. Okay, the histogram gives the information about the number of hours of some student used their phones last week. The histogram is incomplete, so we have to complete it. Okay, 28 students used their phones for between 30 to 40 hours. 30 to 40 hours, 28 students. Okay, if that's 28, so 30 to 40, so frequency density, I can see that this is 1, 2, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. Okay, that's 2.8. Okay, 2.8. So frequency density equals to frequency over class width, and class width for 30 to 40 is 10, and we have frequency as 28, so 28 divided by 10 is 2.8. Yeah, so that is right. So this is 2.8. Now for 24 students used the phone for 40 to 60, so 40 to 60, so frequency density I do not know, but we know frequency is 24 for 40 to 60, so 24 divided by class with 40 to 60, you have 20. Okay, so 20, so let's divide this. 24 divided by 20, that is 12 over 10, or 1.2. so at 1.2 you draw a straight line, so that's 1.1, 1.2, 1.2. okay, so that's complete. Okay, so that's between 40 to 60, 1.2. okay, now next question, use this information to complete the histogram. So that's done. Next, no student used their phone for more than 60. Okay, no student used for more than 60. Oops, sorry, that's wrong. It should be up to 60, not 65 or 70. Let's erase this. Okay, so it should be 1.2 and 60. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Okay, now no student used beyond 60, so work out the total number of students. So okay, this is 20, and that's 1.6. yeah, it's 1.5, 1.6. yep, that's 1.6. so class interval is 20. So now we can find what is the frequency density. So frequency density equals to, for this is 1.6 equals to f over 20. Therefore f here, the frequency for this is 20 times by 1.6, which is 32. okay, so this is 28, we got that. And what about this one? This is 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 3.6. This is 3.6. okay, 3.6, and class interval is 10. okay, or the width is 10. So 3.6 equals to f over 10. Therefore f equals to 36. okay, and this is 24. Now let's add all them. So 32 plus 36 plus 28 plus 24. The answer is 120. okay, we have 120. So work out the total number of students. 120 students. Okay, next, show that the equation x to the power of 4 minus x squared minus 5 can be written as x root 4 x squared plus 5. okay, that's quite straightforward. So since it's root 4, so x to the power of 4 stays there, and x squared plus 5 goes to the other side. Therefore x equals to root 4 x squared plus 5. Now starting with x0, okay, plug in your value, do the iteration 3 times to find an estimate for a solution x to the power of 4 minus x squared minus 5 equals 0. So we just have to do 3 iterations to show. So x0 equals to 1.5. Therefore x1 would be root x0 square plus 5, which is 1.5 root square plus 5, and the answer is root 4. This is root 4, and the answer is 1.640909017. And then for x2, you take root 4 x1 square plus 5, which is 1.665398002. Okay, and then x3 equals to root 4 x2 square plus 5, which is 1.669763088. Okay, so 3 iterations, that's all you need, and that should be your answer. Okay, question 18. 2a to 5c equals to 6 over 25. So 2a divided by 5c equals to 6 over 25. When I cross multiply, you get 50a equals to 30c. 5a equals to 3c. Now bring the c over here, and a over c equals to 3 over 5. Okay, and then 4b to 7c equals to 20 over 21. So 4b over 7c equals to 20 over 21. Again, cross multiply, you have 84b, 21 times 4 is 84, 84b equals to 20 times 7, which is 140c. And when I divide this by 28, and I can divide this by 28, 84 divided by 28 is 3b, and this is equal to 5c. Okay, so divide this, b over c equals to 5 over 3. Okay, that's done. Now show that a plus b to b plus c equals to 17 over 20. Now a to c, a to c is 3 to 5, and b to c is 5 over 3. 5 over 3. So if I put it in this order, let's say a to c and c to b. Okay, a to c was 3, and then this is to 5, and c to b is c to b, so this is 3 and this is 5. Okay, so I swap this. Okay, c to b. Okay, now why I'm doing this? Because the common one is c, so I'm going to make the common one c into same coefficient, or same what do you call, multiple. Okay, so now times this by 3 times this by 5. Okay, so whatever I do on the left for c, I do the same thing to the left, which is at a, and then times this by 5 as well. So now what you have here is 9 to 15 and to 25. Okay, 9 to 15 to 25. Okay, so a plus b, so which is a is 9, b is 25. So a plus b to b plus c, a plus b is 9 plus 25, and b to c, b plus c is, b is 25, and c is 15. Okay, this is the middle one is c. Okay, remember this is a, c, b. B is 25, c is 15, and a is 9. Okay, so now 9 plus 25 is 34, and b plus c, this is 25 plus 15 is 40. Okay, 35. So a plus b to b plus c, 34 to 40, which I can simplify to 17 to 20. Okay. Question 19. ABC is a right angle triangle. AB is 9.3 cm, correct to nearest cm, whereas AC is 12.6 correct to the nearest mm. Okay, here both are nearest mm. So calculate the lower bound for the size of the angle marked x. Okay, first of all, to find the angle we have to use opposite. This is opposite and this is hypo. So which formula that connects? It has to be SOH. Okay, so sine x would be, okay, now this is where we have to find the lower bound. Okay, which one is the lower bound for the angle? Okay, to find the lower bound of the angle, I have to use the lower bound of AB. Okay, lower bound of AB, and divide that by the upper bound of AC. Okay, upper bound of AC, lower bound of AB divided by upper bound of AC. Okay, that would give you the smallest value. Okay, now let's find the lower bound of AB. So this is 9.3, so change it to 93. So 93 plus minus 0.5 and you get 92.5 and 93.5. so this is upper bound and this is lower bound. So I will take lower bound, which is 92.5, whereas for 12.6 you take 126 plus minus 0.5 and that gives you 125.5 and 126.5. okay, so this is upper bound and this is lower bound. Okay, now we take the upper bound for this. Okay, 92.5 divided by 126.5, and to find x, shift sign, 92.5 divided by 126.5, and the answer for x is 46.989. okay, degrees, or you can write it as 46 point or rather 47. okay, they did not ask us to find to one significant figure or anything, so I'll rather leave it in this form. Okay, then let's erase this. OT question 20. ORT is a triangle. OT equals to A, RT equals to B. M is the point on OR such that OM to MR equals to 2/3. So OM to MR, so this is 2, that's 2, and that's 3. Okay, now find MT. So find what is MT. The first step to find MT, let's take the root. Which root I'm going to take? To get to MT, I'm going to go M to O and then plus O to T. Okay, M to O is the opposite of OM. Okay, so we have to find that. So before that, let's look at what is RO. R to O. R to O is RT plus TO. RT is B and then TO is negative A. Okay, and MO, from here we can find that MO would be 2/5 of RO. Okay, so MO is 2/5 of B minus A, which is 2/5 B minus 2/5 A. This is MO. Now take this value and plug it in. Okay, so MO is 2/5B minus 2/5A plus OT. Okay, OT is A. Okay, now this is 2/5B minus 2/5A plus 5A/5, and 5 minus 2 is 3A, so positive 3A/5 plus 2b over 5, and that is the answer for MT in terms of A and B. Okay, question 21. Here's the graph y equals to fx. Now on the grid below, draw the graph y equals to fx minus 4. Okay, y equals to fx minus 4 is a vertical shift graph. Okay, the diagram given gets shifted by -4, or vertical shift 4 units from original position. Okay, 4 units down actually. Okay, vertical shift 4 units down. Okay, so the actual question is, that's the one, so it moves 4 units, so this point moves 4 units, 1 2 3 4, and this point will be 1 2 3 4, and same thing here, and then 1 2 3 4, it's here. Okay, so I'll draw this diagram. So you have 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4, yes. Okay, so now let's join. Oops. Okay, so that's the shape. That's how it should look like. Okay, so that's for part 1 or part A. Next, on the grid below, draw graph y equals to f minus x. Okay, first of all, let's find out what is f minus x. This is reflection on y-axis. Okay, reflection on y-axis. So I think I'll start out by drawing the originals, which is, it's here, 1 2 3 4. Okay, so that's the original, okay, graph. Okay, that's the original graph. Now if it gets reflected on y-axis, it will be here, so the whole shape gets reflected. 2 3 and a straight line. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, next question. There are only blue pens and red pens in a box. The number of blue pen is 4 times the number of blue pens. So we can start off by drawing. Okay, number of blue pen is 4 times. So if this is blue, you can write it as 4 over 5, and 4 times the number of red pen, which is 1/5. Okay, since I don't know, I'm just going to write x. Okay, 4/5 x and 1/5 x for red. Okay, and then write an expression. Rita does this for n times, so I don't know how many numbers are n, but n is equals to 2 or greater than 2. Write down an expression in terms of n for probability that Rita gets a blue pen at least once. Okay, so this will be just keep going. Blue will be same thing, 4/5 x, and then will be 1/5 x for red, and same thing, it just keeps going. Okay, 4 over 5 x, and then 1 over 5 x. So this is red and that's blue, and then it just keeps going because it says, the question says n is more than or equals to 2. Okay, now at least one red pen and one red pen at least once, and a red pen, oh sorry, one blue pen and a red pen at least once. Okay, so to get red pen, okay, one red pen, so it should be 1 over 5. Okay, and then to get a The rest of it might be blue pen. Okay, so I don't know how many times it could be 1 over 4, sorry, to 4 over 5, and then times 4 over 5, and then it just keeps going. That's what n is. So this is for to get rate pen. Okay, yeah, to get rate pen at least once. Okay, this is for rate. And to get blue pen, you have 4/5, and then the rest of it will be 1/5 times 1/5, and so on. This is at least once. So if I take this and take away with 1 minus the probability of getting both, okay, at least once. So at least once means it can be once or more. So therefore you combine those two, the probability of getting at least one rate pen, which is 1 over 5 to the power of n, and then add this with the probability of getting blue pen, which is 4/5 to the power of n. Okay, when you subtract this 1 minus at least 1, then if the complement of that must be more than once. So that's why I minus the addition of this. So therefore your final answer should be 1 minus 1 over 5 to the power of n minus 4 over 5 to the power of n. Okay. Okay, question 23. Here are 3 similar triangles, ABG, ACF and ADE. ABCD and AGFE are straight lines, and the ratio is given AB to BC to CD is 1 to 3. Now show that the area of ABG to A, area of BCFG and area of CDEF is 1, 8, 27. Okay, let's do this. So now that's 1, AB, that's 2, and then BC, and then CD, that's 3. Okay, so first area of ABG is, it's just area, you use scale factor k square, so it's 1 square, and the answer is just 1. Now area of ACF again k square, but ACF 2 plus 1, which is 3, so 3 square, and the answer is 9. Now area of ADE, okay, 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6, so k square equals to 6 square, which is 36. Okay, now therefore area of BC FG is 9 minus 1. BCFG 9 minus 1, which is 8 unit square. Okay, that's for BCFG, so this is 8. Next, the area of FCDG, FCDE, okay, FCDE. To find that area, the answer is 36 minus, okay, 36 the whole thing, 3 plus 2 plus 1, the whole thing, minus ACF, the area of ACF. So 36 minus 9, and the answer is 27 unit square. So this is FCDE is same as CDEF. Okay, FCDE is same as CDEF, which is this part here. Okay, so this is 27, so this is 27, and then area for ABG, we already have that, just 1. Okay, so that proves the answer. Okay, the diagram shows 8 identical regular octagon. Question 24. Regular octagon joined to enclose a shaded shape. Each octagon has sides of length A, and then find in terms of A an expression for the area of shaded shape. Give your answer in form of P bracket 2 plus Z2A square, where P is an integer. Okay, no problem. Now let's first of all extend this and make it a rectangle, square. Let's make it a square. Okay, that's the first thing. And the question tells you the side length is A, so that's A, that is A, so this length is okay. To find this, we have to take octagon. The angle for an octagon is 8 minus 2 times by 180, which is 1080, I think. Yes, yeah, 1080, so 135. So the angle here is 135 and the angle here is 135. So therefore this has to be 90, because all three angles must add up to 360. So if that's 90, so it's a right angle triangle. If it's a right angle triangle, so we have A and A, so therefore this should be A square plus A square, and this is 2A square. Square root of that, you get Z2A. So this is Z2A. So let's complete this. Z2A, 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 and Z2A. And this length is A, this 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 is A, and this is A. Okay, so we got that. Now let's find one of the length of the side of the square. So we have A plus, this is A, this plus this plus 2A. So A plus Z2A length of the square. Okay, so you get 2A plus Z2 and A outside. Okay, so both length, since it's a square, so we can take 2A plus Z2A times this by 2A plus Z2A, and the answer is 4A square plus 4Z2A square plus 2A square, and add that together, you get 6A square plus 4Z2A square. Okay, so that's the area for the square. Now we still have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 triangles. So area of 4 triangles, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 triangle would be A times by A divided by 2, which is A square over 2, and since there are 4 triangles, we can times this by 4, so you get 2A square. Okay, area of 4 triangles is 2A square. Now total area of the shaded shape is 2A square plus 6A square plus 4 Z2A square, which I can simplify to 8A square plus 4 Z2A square, and you take up 4 and A square as well, or put the A square the other side. So you have 4 times by 2 plus Z2, and A square is outside, Okay, that's what the question wants. And P here is 4.